Okay.
Hey, everybody, welcome back to the Spin Rack. It is Mars here. I'm here with my boy, Cal. Say what's up, Cal.
What's going on? Ready to rock.
Hey, and today we are looking at the new Moon Knight trailer that was dropped by Marvel. Oh, my goodness. Is it what we expect it to be? So, hey, without further ado, let me get us back to the beginning and start it. Ready, Cal?
Ready.
Let's go.
Hello, and welcome to Staying Awake.
I have a sleeping disorder. I can't tell the difference between my waking life and dreams.
Your eyes up.
And welcome to Staying Awake.
Dead?
I'm losing it.
We'll catch you on. You're bloody useless, Stevie.
Stephen. I can't tell the difference between life and dreams.
They're tripping.
Can't shoot.
Lost the contact lens.
Hope you find it.
Thanks.
That too, if I saw that coming towards me.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you're alive. What's wrong with you, Mark?
Why did you call me Mark? It must be very difficult. In your head. There's chaos in you.
Sure about this. Looks great.
Embrace the chaos.
So, wow. I mean, there's a lot to say there, and it definitely looks stunning. It definitely looks good. It definitely looks as though they put some time and money into this, but dude, I don't know. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to make of it. I'm not sure. This is not what I was expecting. Cal, what's your first take on this?
Well, it looks like a trip. You can see just from the film. I mean, they're using a totally different type of film than they've used with the other Marvel TV series that we've seen so far. I guess this might be a little bit similar to what we saw with the Falcon and Winter Soldier, but they're really going to play up the mental, like I guess the mental schizophrenia rather that has became popular with Moon Knight with some of his later series. So but I can't say it doesn't look interesting.
I mean, it looks interesting, but I never liked the whole multiple personalities aspect of it. It's never been one of my favorite things, and it's like they're definitely playing that up big time. It reminds me of that series with on Fox with Xavier's son. What was that called?
Legion.
Yeah, and I know there was a fan base for that, but man, I just thought that was too much of a trip for me to just like get a hold of it. And some people were like, "Oh, it was the best show I've ever seen on," and I'm like, "For real? I don't know about that," but it was a bit too trippy. And I'm hoping this does not go down the same route because you're gonna lose audience. I'm telling you right now, people are gonna like, "Yo, what the hell's going on? There's too many personalities. Who can I root behind?" I don't know. But I mean, look, as you can see, it's had since January 17th, it's had 25 million views, which is good. It looks stunning. It looks beautiful,
Yeah.
But I don't want to say probably foreigners, non-Americans may say, "Hey, this is a typical thing for us to understand these people." But Americans like stuff pretty clear cut. I'm trying to say. Hey, so I don't know, bro. I don't know. What about the costume? What do you think about that?
Well, they're trying to play up the Egyptian aspect and have him walking around looking like he's mummified as opposed to in a traditional superhero costume. I'm not too sure about that, but they always get, anytime they do these series, they always want to try something new, even if it's the first time they've ever done it.
Yeah, and I think to me, it's an interesting take, and the costume looks good, but I'm just always surprised. I'm always surprised that they don't take it the way that I expected. I mean, the comics is such a brilliant. This seems darker. I was expecting a much more brilliant white, but I guess they want to make it a darker aspect of the you know, what he does and what he's doing in the city and stuff like that. Oh, can you give a brief synopsis of what who Moon Knight is, basically, so the people out there will know what we're talking about?
Moon Knight, Mark Spector, who was originally a mercenary, and our first appearance to him is in Werewolf by Night 32, where he's actually brought in as a monster hunter. That's our first introduction to him. But he's, you know, it turns out he's pretty popular, and he goes off to have a couple of solo issues in Marvel Spotlight, and then in the Marvel magazines, he was a backup feature for the Incredible Hulk, and then eventually he gets his own series. In his own series, he's Mark Spector, or he was formerly Mark Spector, who has reinvented himself as Stephen Grant, a billionaire, and he has another alias of Jake Lockley, a cab driver, who he uses that to get, you know, information on the street, the underworld, that sort of stuff. And that laid the groundwork for them saying that he has a multiple personality disorder, which doesn't make any sense because the average superhero had at least, you know, 2 or 3 secret identities.
So I guess so.
You know,
Spider-Man has a multiple personality disorder, then, right?
well, they really decided to play it up with his character, and they decided to do that because Moon Knight, while a lot of guys do like him and he has a very cool visual, didn't have the strongest backstory. So they decided to do that, and then they all decided to play up his connection with the Egyptian god Khonshu. And yeah, it's one of the two. If you pick up his book, it's either they're really going over the top with the, you know, the connection to the Egyptian gods, or they're playing up there, you know, he's loco. So that's been the push pull with this character. I think the last time the character was really settled was about Moon Knight Fist of Khonshu, where they introduced the Egyptian aspects, but he was still very much localized to the things that made him cool when he first came out and from his first series. But since then, man, you literally, you would need like an undergraduate degree in psychology to understand some of the stuff that this guy's going through.
I know, it's kind of crazy. I was trying to look for a comic book picture of him, but I haven't picked it up yet. I don't think we're gonna have enough time, probably another time. But you know, the mummy aspect of it, my goodness, you know, it definitely does. I mean, I don't remember seeing this at all in the comic, the mummy look. Did you?
I don't believe they ever did this in the comic where he ever had this particular look. And if he did, I never saw it. This is the first time I'm seeing this.
Yeah, it's usually like a stark white outfit, basically. So yeah, I mean, that's something that was very interesting.
Yeah, he had the white outfit, and the idea was that Moon Knight wanted bad guys to see when he was coming. So they would be like, oh no, he's coming, rather than everybody else who's like, well, you know, they're trying to be a little bit more secretive about it. No, he wanted you to see this like flashy thing coming down, this jet in silver, as he's described. And, you know, they would see him and realize it's all over because he's going to come and like really bring the pain. I didn't necessarily buy it, but hey, what can I say? A lot of guys like Moon Knight because he's just like a really cool looking character. You can do those, you know, more so than his stories, the covers that they're able to achieve with this guy simply because of his visual are excellent.
Visuals are beautiful. Beautiful. The new comic it looks beautiful, but the story. In terms of what I want, the reason I got this image up is that Werewolf by Night?
Could be. We'll have to watch the series and see.
Yeah, it's like, wow, he's beating up some type of creature, and I'm like, could be someone they've been saying this on net that's Werewolf by Night, but that's wild. You know, not exactly what I was figuring to be. And Werewolf by Night wasn't necessarily a bad character, right? He was
he's a werewolf.
A werewolf, but I'm saying he wasn't evil per se. So
he's a werewolf. He's cursed.
Yeah, he's cursed. He's cursed.
You know, there's, you know, the guy himself, Jack Russell, who was at least the original werewolf. You know, you might say, well, you know, he's not a bad guy, but you know, if he shows up and he's cursed, it doesn't really matter. Like, you know, hey Jack, don't do this. Well, you know, werewolf is hungry. He's gonna eat you anyway.
So, I mean, overall, are you interested in watching this video and watching this movie or not?
Oh, heck yes. But then again, I was interested in watching Boba Fett, and that has yet to really pick up.
Hey, I love Boba Fett. I'm not even gonna touch you with that. So look, so hey, if you like this, what you saw, guys, I think I'm gonna look at it. But if they're gonna go down this path of him with the multiple personalities and it's just absolutely crazy, I'm not going to end up liking it. So I'm giving these guys a heads up right now. Oscar Isaac is a great actor. He's been in tons of stuff, you know, Probably people may know him from Star Wars. In the sequel trilogy is Poe Dameron. But if they're gonna do something crazy, which they didn't utilize in Star Wars enough, and they undercut him here in this movie, I don't think I'm gonna really get into it. But I'm gonna give it a try. The visuals already look a little stunning, and I want to see more about it. Okay. Any final words, Cal, before we rock?
No, none at all. Let's see how it goes.
Hey, if you like what you see, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, comment, spin a rack.
Out.